Broadcasting live from the Brent Morrison Bomb Shelter and Missile Silos in the heart of beautiful downtown Pekin. It's Tuesday Modern. Hello everyone, I'm Evil Bob, your resident head in a box, and we have a night of exhibition matches for you tonight. That's right. Only Snell and Danzy bothered to show up, but they have vowed to give us a show nonetheless. So no points, no glory, just entertainment for entertainment's sake. And Danzy. So this the new branded Tuesday Nitro is a getting going. Let's see here. Danzy said he's on, let's see, bottom barrel. And Snell looks like he is playing Titan. Primulet, I guess. And it looks like 18 to 19. I'm joined in the booth by the ever-present Mia Al. How you doing, Mia?
You know how to pronounce my last name.
Why wouldn't I be able to pronounce your last name?
It's Aw, not Al.
It's Aw?
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not Al?
I know my last name.
Are you sure, though?
I'm sure.
Well, Mia Aw is being represented by this adorable little teddy bear floating behind me. Teddy bear. And Snell has all the mana in the free world at his disposal. Looks like, yep, 19 to 18 still. Yep, that's a teddy bear. Ow. Bear's about to go flying if it hits me again.
How dare you?
I warned it.
You just killed a
I absolutely warned it. So Danzy has a flipped Delver and he's swinging in.
You get.
Snell gains some life after the assault and takes Danzy to a mighty 10 points of damage, or 10 points of health. Life points, if you will. Snell doesn't always win.
Well,
Danzy has a better record this year than Snell does.
I don't know what that means.
That means Danny has won more on camera than Snell has this year.
I don't take so seriously.
Well, magic is serious business.
Magical.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Exactly.
Exactly what?
Exactly. No, no, no.
No, no,
No, no, no, no, no. You don't get the no, no.
No, 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 no.
So Snell has a prime time and an Azusa, and Danzy is at 9 life. Maybe he can pull it off. Maybe he can get something going. Probably not. But that's what we're here to find out.
I'll come back down in a minute.
You're gonna do what?
But the teddy bear's gonna stay.
Oh, okay.
His name is Jiggles.
Jiggles.
I guess I just made up a thing.
Oh, okay. Jiggles the bear. Hello, Mr. Bear. We got, let's see here. We've got Snell, Rock, and Azusa. Ally of Zendikar. Or, yeah, Ally of Zendikar. Pretty beefy. He's going to go ahead and get himself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plants, and then just have all the landfall in the world. Alright, so Snell's going to pick up the first victory today. Lost my mouse. Lost my mouse. There it is. Alright. So let's go to pick up the victory, and we're going to go to sideboard now. Let's see if Danzy has anything to pull himself out of this funk. Thank you, Bear. Oh! Let's see here. Snell's up 1 game to nothing. Danzy is really trying to get started here. Let's see here. Alright. I'm trying out something new here with these little flag markers. I don't think they need to be as big as I had them. Oh, come on. You can one little bit. Just match up to the red box. Come on. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's so good. Okay. Let's see here. I guess. And while they're getting shuffled up for the next game, I can point out that my background in continuing my February 2019 theme is Lay Bare the Heart. Lay Bare the Heart is it's a black sorcery. Target opponent reveals his or her hand. You choose a non-legendary, non-land card from it. That player discards that card. So, not terrible. Not terrible at all. Do 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 do. Let's see here. I think we're going to put the storm count. That's right, you better be. Clues. And then, whoops. I know. I think your stairs are too narrow for the jumbo slinky. That's what my dad. You know, your dad might have a point from time to time.
There you go. Got it.
Eventually.
Ow.
I guess Dancy can start back on at 20 live.
I'm sitting on.
Jiggles.
He jiggles too much.
You said his name was Jiggles.
He jiggles too much, that's why.
Ah. Well, whose fault is that?
Yours.
Dag straight.
There's Tokyo guy.
Tokyo guy.
I don't know what his name is. How would I know?
So you call him Tokyo guy?
I guess so. I thought his name started with a T, so might as well.
Are you talking about the bowl?
I don't know.
What guy are you talking about?
I'm catching Gulpin right now.
Okay. Danzy's swinging with or swang.
Wow, I just...
Got the nerd attack in there.
Nice!
Did you get him?
Yeah.
There's a...
How'd they gain life?
Who?
Danzy and Snow.
The game ended.
Really?
Yeah, this is game number 2.
That's quick. It's only like 10 minutes.
Snell down to 10 life after the attack. Big, beefy Delver of Secrets. Getting the job done.
Let's see what Tokyo guy's name actually is. Tortoise.
Tauros.
His name is Tokyo guy. He's hard. I can't get him.
He's a bull. That's why his name's Taurus.
I don't know what that means.
It means bull.
Bull. See what number he is?
Yeah, that's pretty big.
I can put this in here.
You can. It's not going to be great, but you can. Snow.
Snow.
What is... Oh, floating manias. That's what we got, is floating manias happening. Looks like green and blue. Turning on, there's prime time. That gets remanded. Back to the hand. Danzy takes command of this game. Goes untap, and Snell has 4 mana available next turn. It's not terrible bad. Swinging in for 3. Snell with nothing to block with. Tapped out on mana. Decides to go ahead and take it like a man.
I got him.
And Danzy plays another Delver of Squeakrits.
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 The Delver of Secrets. And then when he... The insectile aberration.
Ow. My throat. Did you just catch a Squirtle?
Yeah,
Squirtle's out.
he was.
Lane just caught a Picolia.
What? Palkia.
Palkia. Whatever his name is.
It's a legendary.
Squirtle's not out.
Snow goes casting a prime time. Gets him this time.
I'm going to have sex for a minute. Don't know how long it's been.
Did you send out gift?
Huh? A couple minutes ago.
Did you do gifts? Okay. Well, I'm gonna open, and then you can send another, or I can send you another one.
Oh, wait for that.
Off it goes. Alright, so Danny has an insectile aberration and a Delver of Squeakrits, facing down a primeval titan.
Squeakrits.
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 Exactly.
How do you say that?
Squeakrits.
Squeakrits.
Do you know secrets?
Yeah, I know what that means.
Well, secrets. Okay. Can you say secrets?
I'm not a baby.
I'm not saying you are. I'm trying to help you say how you say squeakrits.
I know how to pronounce it.
Okay, then why are you like, how do you say that?
I said, what does that mean?
What's a Delver of Squeakrits?
Squeakrits.
I'm going to show
This
you.
phone's gonna die. It's at 20%.
It's got about 10 minutes left then.
Huh? I just opened your gift. Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay, and it looks like Danzy could not hold off the prime time assault And that's going to put Snell one matchup on this exhibition night here at Titan Games. Here at the Zone in Pekin, home of the smallest toilet allowed by law. Alright, looks like Snell's going to shuffle out a different deck, and Danzy looks like he's going to be keeping the same one because he came prepared with one, and I didn't have any of my Bob decks with me. So Danzy's going to be showcasing the bottom barrel Jeskai Flash, he called it, and Snell will be flipping through a couple of his All-Stars. So we got the Primulet. Now it looks like we're going to be getting... might not have that one put together. It's probably either going to be Dredge or Bridgevine or Rock. I don't know if his Bridgevine became Rock or if he has two separate incarnations of it, but I guess we're going to find out eventually here, depending on what he pulls in the first game, so, or in the first match here. And, yeah. So with that, let's go ahead and set up, let's see. Storm Red. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Yeah, that works. Clues Red. Stubbs! How's it going, man? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I actually caught you as it entered into the chat. I'm feeling so good about that. We have an exhibition tonight. Only Snow and Danzy showed up, but we're getting to see some pretty good matches. Cards on the table and gonna play flop, 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 Magic Gathering, y'all, man. How goes you? There we go. That seems good. Oh, I'm sorry. I take it was a fairly busy day. I guess I do have a cord here that I can help him out with. Oh, okay. Danzy starts first, plays down a Sacred Foundry. Snow. I was like, Boomhauer from King of the Hill. Let's possess Bob. Yeah, maybe. I'll tell you what, though. Alright, so Snow cracks a fetch, and this seems like derp. This feels very derpy, yes. The OG to the stream. Derp Shadow. Shocking. 217 and casts the Faithless Looting. He has no faith in the system, does looting. And cracks another fetch. Oh, gets an island this time. This is a derp? What is this? Seaman Visions. I don't see green, so I'm pretty sure it's not Dredge. I think, yeah, Grix is Delver. That's right, this is Derp. Passes the turn back over to Danzy, who's gonna shock himself. Fetch and shock to 17, no? Oh, fetch himself down to, okay, yeah, fetch and shock himself to 17. And peek! Take a peek at Snell's hand. Gets to play reveal now. Yep, definitely Derp Shadow, because I got a Derp, I got a push, I got a Bolt, I got a Fetch, I got a Seaman Visions, and a Thought Scour. And Danzy looking to capitalize on Snell's, I'm not going to say inability to put a threat on the table at the moment, but he also knows that whatever he puts down is going to get pushed to death. Shocks himself to 15, doing Snell's job for him. Thoughtseize gets remanded, or mana leaked. Counter that unless you pay 3 additional manas, which Snell does not have. So the mana leak goes, or so the Thoughtseize goes into the then, and he's going to fetch out something and shock himself to a mighty 13. So Derp Shadow is now going to be a 0/0 if it pops out. Yeah, I know. I've been talking to Stubbs. Stubbs, I'm joined in the booth by little Mia. Oh.
Who's Stubbs?
Stubbs, Stephen Morris.
Who's that?
He's a guy who plays here. And a Titan. And he's just a good guy.
Say something.
I have been.
What'd you say?
I've been talking to him. He's watching live. So I've been conversing verbally to him. See? Bam. Right there.
He said that I am.
Yeah. He's like, he's confirming what I told you. It's like, this is him. He plays here. He plays a Titan, and he's an all-around good guy. Yeah. He's saying hi to you. You can say hi back. You cannot be rude. Oh, Stubbs. Hello, Stubbs. Thank you, thank you, Mia. I almost called you Sophie. You know, I bet she would. She's a polite young lady.
Why call me disrespectful and never call a lady disrespectful?
Hmm?
Never call a lady disrespectful.
Well, be more ladylike and I won't. Snapcaster comes down. Snell is targeting something. I don't know what.
No more Pokemon are popping up.
They will. I mean, there's a bunch out there. Wish you caught them all.
I want to go to a raid that starts in 6 minutes.
Mm.
And one that starts in 2 minutes.
Okay. Snow. Oh, Danzy also at 13. Oh, because he got... no, Danzy threw a counter at the Ambush Viper, so... Oh my god, I just seen the bottom of the screen to see using my Nitro. I told you I was going to run with it and steal it. It's the rebranded Tuesday Nitro.
My dad just dropped something.
Oh, speaking of bottom of the screen,
Wait, what?
my scroll is like almost a month out of date. What do we got coming up this weekend, Mia?
Oh my gosh!
We got Stantard on Friday and Standard
to see
Showdown.
the Tuesday Night Nitro thing. I love it.
That's right. See, I rebranded it Tuesday Nitro. They're not using it anymore. Somebody should.
Is anybody watching?
Yeah, Stubbs.
I'm stupid.
You are not.
I am.
You are not.
Oh, shush.
I won't shush.
You do shush.
Alright. It's not, oh my goodness, draft weekend? Oh my gosh. 16? 23. 23. Oops. Yeah. 19, there we go.
Where'd Beth go?
Standard Hoedown. She's upstairs talking with Danzy.
They haven't used in like 20 years.
I know. Like I said, it's just kind of sitting there. Nobody was using it, so I might as well.
What?
The Nitro logo.
What's Nitro mean?
It's a wrestling promotion.
So apparently the zone is about wrestling now?
No. I'm just usurping their brand name, their logo.
Why?
Because I can.
Why could you can?
There we go. Refreshed. Oh. Yeah, they haven't used it in like 20 years. I know.
He isn't talking anymore.
I know. He doesn't have to keep talking. I know he's there. We can converse like responsible adults. At least half of us are. The other half is me.
Bob of the House.
Bob of House Bant. Usurper.
What's that mean?
It means I stole it. I took it. Oh, where is it? I took it from the Bam Panorama. Bam Panorama. Bam Panorama. The Bam Panorama.
What?
It's a Bam Panorama.
What is?
That's a right there. That's a Bam Panorama.
You sound like a girl.
Oh, the Bam Panorama. The Bam Panorama. Ooh, I like how you do it. You say Bam Panorama. Bam Panorama. Snell is close to death. He's at 9. And Danzy is a mighty 16 life.
He's not 16 years old.
Nobody's at 16 life.
I just said that.
You said 16 years old.
You said 16 years old.
Child.
My hand's invisible.
Oh yeah. Because you're a normal human being. You've got hands. I'm just a sad disembodied head.
No,
So
you're not. You have a shirt on. That's orange.
So Snell is doing his best to throw his entire deck into his graveyard. Danzy, trying to say no. Band Panorama. So Danzy goes a scrying with Seaman Visions, 1 card in hand. Snell tries to get rid of it and does get rid of it. And Danzy,
Is anyone watching?
yes.
Who?
Why do you keep asking that after I just told you at least Stubbs is watching?
Who's Stubbs?
I'm done.
I'm done.
I'm done with you.
I'm done.
I am done with you, child.
I am not a child.
I will not be pushed around by one so chitlin.
What?
Yeah.
What did you say?
I called you a chitlin.
What's that?
That's a young one. A child. A youngling, if you will.
How dare you?
I dare. It is my stream. I can do what I wish.
What are you doing?
Commenting. Poorly.
Don't you respond?
With what?
To the comments.
I try to.
No, like right here.
I can.
Do it. Say something. Oh, wow, Bob.
I believe Snell lost that game. I'm kind of hoping he did because I want to see a good back and forth in this night of exhibition on Tuesday Nitro. There you go, Bam Panorama. Bam Panorama.
Ears bleeding.
Ears bleeding. Panorama. Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. Delver Squeakrits. Oh, that's right. You bounced off before I could show you. This was the Delver of Secrets. This is the Delver of Secrets, and this is the Delver of Squeakrits. Yes. Squeakrits.
Why is there cheese in this thing?
Because he's perfecting cheese. He's a mouse scientist.
I like cheese.
He's a mouse scientist.
It's moldy cheese.
No, that's Swiss. That's not moldy.
Why does he have a cheese thing right here?
Because he's experimenting on cheese. You know, if I have to explain it, it's beyond your comprehension.
What does comprehension mean?
Exactly.
Exactly.
And it looks like Snell's playing first, so Danzy did indeed get game number 1. And he's going to get Inquisition, so it's going to show Snell the 2 lands and then everything else that is absolutely...
Start it back to 20. Start it back to 20.
Oh, fine. I guess everybody would be at 20. There you go, Madam Squeak. And Snow had to, oh, he fetched out a swamp.
Say
so he's
something.
at 19. I just did.
You only said one thing.
Right, I don't have to say more things. I'm speaking to the people.
What does speaking mean? I don't know what that means.
Really?
Really what?
Speaking?
What's speaking mean?
Talking?
What's talking mean?
Oh my god.
What's oh my god mean?
I am going to strangle you.
What does strangle mean?
Stubbs, help.
Don't.
That's right. You gotta be so mean all the time. Mean. I need an adult. I do need an adult.
Well, I'm an adult.
So Danzy shocks in the steam vents and casts down. Danzy shocks in the steam vents to cast the Taylor Swift Spear and gets it into her. Ooh. See, I was too busy being berated by like a 9-year-old. I missed my Taylor Swift Spear. I'm gonna get you. Let me at him. Let me at him. Snow goes ahead and he's at 10, so Derp Shadow is at a 3-3, and then he just delves away all of his graveyard to put a Gurmag Angler. Now, it's a very big fishy. It is a massively big fish, and I don't know if the little bitty Taylor Swiftspear is going to be able to do it, even with her twin sister. We can do anything. We're monsters. We're massive. Now, I guess Snell could attack into them, and Danzy could cast something to take out the Angler or the Shadow, or both. Not with blue-white, though. I mean, he could path one, but Snow more than likely has a push in hand to be able to protect and take care of them. So we're going to find out how Snow's going to pull even in this match and go from there. Oh, it's a Jiggy Puff. Getting jiggy with it. So we've got a Dover and a couple Boros Charms, and let's see here. Snell goes attacking, maybe? He's going to cast. So much going on here. Go swing with the Gurmag Angler, and Danzy's going to take it like a Mayon. All 5 to the face. And he's going to cast a Liliana. The final frontier. And we're going to take up on Taylor Swiftspear. Well, you know, the last hope gives a -2, -1, so Danzy has to cast 2 spells to even get through with 1 damage on that wee little lass. Call me a lass one more time, guy. Call me a lass again and see how it goes for you. Nobody can contain Taylor Swiftspear. Snow gets to untap with the big fish. And how is he going to handle it this time? And he goes attacking with both the Angler and the Shadow. Hasn't done anything with Lily yet, so at this point I guess he's just trying to bait some blocks. That Taylor's gonna jump in front of the that one's gonna go in front of the up to 1 target creatures until your next turn. So I don't know why it was. Oh, that one gets Teamer Battle Raged. Gains target creature gains double strike. So we're looking at a Swiftspear beatdown, and Danzy cannot hold off the onslaught of the derpiness, and we've got ourselves a match. 1-1, Danzy. Sadly, Bob, I won't make it Thursday, but I'll try for next week. Have a good one. Family is calling. Thanks for stopping by, Stubbs. Appreciate it as always, and maybe I'll see you next week, hopefully. Love you, man. Alright, they're getting started here. And that's going to give me a little bit of time to, what?
To about see.
There's nothing new. Nothing new. Clues. Clues, clues.
Why do you have? Who is that? Taylor Swift?
That is Taylor Swiftspear, yes.
She's on a magic card?
She's on that one.
Can you actually play her?
Yeah, she's Taylor Swiftspear.
Where is it? I need to fix this. This time is off.
Swiftspear. Taylor Swiftspear.
That's Monastery Swiftspear.
Yeah, Taylor Swiftspear.
That's already 7:22.
It is.
I keep having to change this.
What'd you do with it?
It was 7:20.
Okay. It was probably set at the clock upstairs.
Go.
Okay, so Danzy starts with a steam vent into play tapped. And Snow's gonna fetch himself a swamp. Danzy, and he's gonna Thoughtseize? Yes, Thoughtseize. Snow to 17 life. Let's get Taylor out of there for now. Yep. Pass his turn over to Danzy, and Danzy's gonna take a peek. So we've got Lily, Big Fish, Derp Shadow, Snapcaster, Island, and Expedition. Snow's gonna go ahead and play Revealed for us. What a guy, what a guy. And Danzy, what is that? Hey, what is that, Danzy? Sorry, it's a little scratchy. Yeah, what is that? No, the thing under the planes. Under the planes on the right. Oh, okay, thank you. Spell Snare. Yeah, that thing. Okay, counter target spell CMC 2. Okay. So lots of 2-drops, I guess, coming out of Snow's board. It does stop Snappy. I will say that, it does stop Snappy. So Snow at 16. Casting Liliana, the Last Hope, yet again, takes out the Delver of Squeakrits. sorry about that. I had to confirm information. The Muse was calling and needed to confirm some stuff. All is well in the land of Bob. Danzy goes down to 17. Snell and his Liliana. That twerpy bink. And Snell's going to shock himself down to a mighty respectable 14 and play the big old fishy. Oh, Gurmag Angler comes down. Such a fish. Ticking up Lily up to 1 target and gonna get pathed immediately. So Snell, dig yourself out of basic if you so choose. No. Oh, no fetchy, no bueno for the Snell. Alright, so peek again, revealing that Faith was looting. And Danzy's going to play the plains and pass the turn over to Snell. Now, Lily is only 3 turns away from doing her ultimate. And at that point, there's just no way for Danzy to deal with it. So Snell's going to attempt a collective brutality, and Danzy's just going to lob a spell snare at it, thus allowing Snappy to become, I mean, it's either use it there or lose it anyway. And maybe he did just lose it. So, hard telling what happened. Yeah, there was no escalation, and yeah, I think he just spell snared it, so. And Snell's going to cast the Faithless Looting. And we're going to draw those 2. And then we are going to discard 2. Keep your best one and shift the rest to the graveyard. The GY. And he's going to Thoughtseize. Is it going through? Danzy, thinking about it, might have something to say about it. Maybe. Maybe. Snapcaster. That's a Liliana bait, though. Although, if played right, oh no, there is no play right here. Snell's gonna bolt it to death. So Snell goes to 12. And it's gonna take the spell Pierce. And we're going to tick Lily. Yeah, next turn she ults. Will Danzy have a way to stop her? Time will tell. And that time is now! Boros Charm. He can buy himself some more time. Tick that bitch down. What you got? Anything, Boros Charm? The face or Lily? It is player or planeswalker. So Snell or Danzy choosing to keep Lily from ultimating next turn, probably a smart play. They just were looking for information to find out what it was errata to, and it does say player or planeswalker, as you can see right here in the errata. player, or planeswalker. Pretty much all that stuff is said player, it's player or planeswalker, and then if it hit creature or player, it's any target. Delver of Squeakrits comes down yet again. And Danzy bolted Lily to death with a lightning helix, thus putting himself back up to 20, and Snell plays the Death Shadow, who is a mighty 1/1. And Delver gets bolted. That's a little bit more manageable. That should be fine. Snow goes attacking after he fetch shocks down to 9. That makes the Shadow a 4/4. And Danzy gets taken to town to 16. Responds with another Delver of Squeakrits, Snapcaster, and Bolt the Delver. Snell's keeping all of Danzy's threats off the board, while he himself has at least a 5-turn clock. Seaman Visions to draw a card and then scry 2. And then, followed up with a Snapcaster. Well, I guess the snap from before was the, the snap to bolt the Delver out of the way. Danzy really has nothing that he can do, and Snell's just going to take this one to the cleaners. Snell, fighting back strong. Taking the man down. Because, as we know right now, Danzy is the man in this, the Year of the Rhino. And, all right, it looks like we're going to get one last match. Let's see here. Danzy is going to be playing Snell's Dredge deck. And Snell is probably rocking Dirt Shadow once again. All right. were last week. Okay, so Danzy is playing Snell's Dredge. Snell is playing one of Snell's decks. Possibly Derp Shadow yet again. And we're starting off with a Delver of Squeakrits. Wait, this isn't... Yeah, okay. So I misunderstood. Danzy is still on bottom barrel, and Snell is on the septic tank. There we go. Okay. 18-19. And Snell gets attacked for 3 down to 16. And there's a gemstone mine. Card in Snell's graveyard is Conflagrate. Conflagrate. And he's going to dredge. Oh, and he cast Conflagrate to kill the Derp Shadow by throwing 2 Stinkweed Imps and a Prized Amalgam into his graveyard. So it's not a bad way to get a threat off the board and then set yourself up for future destruction or dominance. Oh, really? Really? He wasn't out there. So Danzy with a Ghost Quarter. Not going to do much when Snell has a life from the loam. And Snell does have the life from the loam. Danzy casts Peek to take a look and see what he's got. It looks like life and Golgari Thug. And we are dredging Stinky. There's 5 cards. Now he just has to pull something out of his graveyard into play. And we're casting life from the loam to bring back 2 lands. No third one yet. No third one yet. And Snow goes drawing. He's going to dredge Stinky. And there's the the Zoa. That's odd. That was something I was gonna... Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on it. Narcomoeba. Oh my goodness. Narcomoeba is what that is. Comes into play. If you mill it, or if it gets put into your graveyard from your library, you put it into play. And then he's going to bring his prized amalgam friends with it. And Danzy, he just cannot stand up to that kind of an onslaught. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take away Danzy's win there. And Snell's back up 1-0. I would like to remind everybody that we are still collecting Brown Oofies. Now, the Brown Oofie is a lovable creature that just meanders around the multiverse, usually on Dominaria. So, I mean, that automatically gives him a happy, fun time vibe. And, but unfortunately, throughout his entire existence, the Brown Oofie has been beaten, displaced, ridiculed, mocked, shunted, kicked, bitten, burned. It's completely unfounded. So I have taken upon myself to open up the Titan Oofie Preserve to save as many Ice Age Brown Oofies as possible and give them a home where they can run, jump, climb trees, sing songs, play with friends, and be with loved ones without worry of the hostile environments that want them not happy. So if you have wayward Brown Oofies, I know you don't want them in your collection. I want them safe and with their friends and loved ones, that they can be free to live however they want. So if you would be so kindly as to take your Ice Age Brown Oofies, drop them in an envelope, send them to the address that's right there on your screen. That's Titan Games, care of the Oofie Preserve, 4450 North Prospect Road, Suite Charlie 6, Peoria Heights, Illinois, 61616. And every Oofie received will get a show off, a shout out, and my personal gratitude. And you can feel the warmth in your heart knowing that you have saved the life of a Brown Oofie. Thank you. So they're getting shuffled back up. Everybody starts at 20 because that's how the game is played. And we get ready for what very well may be the last game of the evening. But if Danzy does somehow pull out the victory over the septic tank, we will get ourselves another game 3. And if he does not, it has been a wonderful evening sharing this with you. I know it's short and sweet, but that's what happens when we have exhibition night and nobody decides to show up. Because nobody decides to show up. It's not we were having exhibition matches, so nobody wanted to show up for it. It's nobody bothered to come tonight, so I salute you, Daniel of Harris and Snellington of Barkmeister, for showing up and providing entertainment for the masses. It looks like Danzy is mulliganing. I don't know if this is to 5 or to 6. We're about to find out. Hopefully it's not to 5. 2, 3, 4. Oh, it is to 5. Oh. Danzy has to, and he's scrying, so we're keeping it. Always a hard one. But he does have a Delver of Squeakrits out, and he did have to shock himself to 18 to play it, so hopefully he's going to be able to fight back and do a good job. Snow shocks himself to 18 as well, casts Faithless Looting, draws himself 2 cards, and decides to pitch a Golgari Thug and Conflagrate. Or that might be Stinkweed Imp. Golgari Thug. Yeah, I believe that's a Stinkweed Imp. Yeah, he dredges 5 to put Stinky back into his hand. Oh, Stinky. You're such a mean card. Dredge 5. Dredge 5. Dredge 6. Why? There shouldn't have been a dredge. That dredge was a mistake to begin with. No amount of cards putting into your graveyard is good. It should have been exile. That dredge should have been exile. It's just too strong to be from graveyard into, or from library into graveyard. But then again, I guess you can fall prey to, you know, there is a lot of graveyard hate out there, and well, if you're just not prepared for it, then you're not playing Modern. Danzy does have a, oh, it gets faithlessly looting. We are going to draw. So the first draw is Stinky. What's up, little dangle bloop? That's your name now, Dangle Bloop. That means you. You're a Dangle Bloop. Well, when you look in the mirror, you'll see a Dangle Bloop. So Snow's casting a Cathartic Reunion that lets him discard first, discard 2 cards to draw 3 cards. So he's just going to throw everything from his library into his graveyard because that's fair. What? Is that Tiger? You look sad. Why you got a sad puppy?
Because he was at our grandma's and he wasn't feeling well.
Aww. Is he doing good? I haven't seen him since you got him. That's good. He is a cutie.
My dad's girlfriend was trying to put the sweater on Tiger for Christmas.
Uh-huh.
But he wanted to run off.
Well, he's got thin hair. He needs a sweater. Oh, you don't like it. You don't like it.
He's had it on for like, one time he had it on for like a week and then he ripped it off.
Aw. I got a friend whose dog absolutely refuses to not wear clothes. He whines and carries on until you put clothes onto him. He loves clothes. He loves his hoodies, and in the summertime he has to have at least a bandana on.
What kind of dog do you guys have?
We do not have a dog. We have 2 cats. Bunsen and Slinky. Slinky.
What kind of cats are they?
Slinky is a tuxedo, and Bunsen is a gray tabby.
I'm looking up what a tuxedo is. I've never heard that dog. I mean, cat.
It's a cat. Tuxedo cat.
Is this what your cat looks like?
Except less yeah, more like that.
Really?
She's very short hair. Yeah, that's more like her, except she's got more white in her face.
And what else?
Gray tabby.
Oh, like this one?
No, not that one. Maybe gray striped tabby.
Like there? Or here?
No, that's more of a spot.
That cat's cute.
It's more like that.
Really?
Yeah, except a little bit darker
I've
gray.
seen a cat like that. I forgot its name.
Mine's name is Bunsen.
Bunsen.
Yep. And he is a normal cat. He's come a long way to be a normal cat. And we're so very proud of him.
Is that guy still watching?
No, he had to go to a family event. But that doesn't matter because I love each and everybody who is watching, whether it be live or later on the YouTubes. Hey, it's the good aw sister.
Do not touch me.
See, occupied.
So Danzy is got one turn pretty much to deal with these here zombies. Flipped over. He's got himself a mighty 3-1 flyer. And nope, doesn't look like it happened. Snell lightning helix. Snell cast lightning helix? What? So Snappy, it's gonna block. Delver's gonna block, and Snappy targets. Doesn't matter because he's going to cast a lightning helix. And we're going to Heli the other one. So everything but the one that blocked the everything but the Snapcaster block is dead. So how are you? That's nice. So the Delver, or the, yeah, so it doesn't matter which way he goes. Danzy is going to be dead because the damage he takes off of the unblocked blood gas is just not going to be enough to take out the conflagrate. So Snell runs the table tonight. Danzy put up valiant efforts, but Snell's debauchery knows no bounds, and I guess we saw him swim in the septic tank and play some derp and even some shenanigans with an Amulet Titan to get Danzy 3 matches in a row. Even though sometimes, I believe game 2 or match 2, Danzy did push him to a game 3, but unfortunately it was not enough to get it done for the evening. So that's where we're going to be tonight. 3 exhibition matches. Like I said, no points, all glory. Snell's making himself feel better for Snell's making himself feel better for being down in the standings when it comes to Danzy, and I think that's going to do us. So 3 matches, great standouts. Thank you, gentlemen, for doing what you do best, and that's be awesome. And Sophie, do you have anything you'd like to say before we head out? Fantastic. Anyway, I've been Evil Bob, reminding you that however you choose to live your life, I approve. Have a good night. Have a great evening, and I'll be back on Thursday.